Welcome to Sterling High School. My name is Jared Claybourn. This is the Castle Connection for February 24th, 2025. I'm here with Superintendent Matt Sheehan. Sheehan, thank you for joining me today. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me. My first time in Studio Z, I think.
C.
Yeah, nice setup, and I appreciate you having me on today.
Yeah, the TV19 crew led by Mr. K and his classes do a fabulous job. I want to give a shout out to our network administrator, Mr. Paul Mays, for always making sure things are happening too. So we're going to jump right into our main portion of this episode is going to focus on the strategic plan and then the Rowan feasibility study. So you've been emailing the communities. Obviously, you worked with your steering committee, strategic planning committee, and Rowan University. So where are we at now?
So let me start. Next 1 week from today,
Okay.
on Monday, March 3rd at 7 o'clock in the auditorium, Rowan University will be here to do a presentation of the feasibility and shared services study. If we were to back up, this process started in 2021, 2022 when we came back from COVID. I held a strategic plan with our community members to find out what were the areas that they wanted to focus on for the next 3 to 5 years. And the number one thing was regionalization. So that really was the genesis of this whole movement here. It is grassroots, it's community members, some parents who had students in school, some that did not, just taxpayers. And this was the one thing that they thought that we should follow up on. So I felt obligated to follow up with a feasibility study. We put it out for an RFP. Rowan University did the study. We applied for a grant through the state of New Jersey, and they covered the entire cost of the feasibility study, which is wonderful. So for us, it's information. Now, what do we decide to do with that information really is going to be up to the community members. And that's kind of exciting because I think people want to find out, can we improve what we're doing for our students? And then how will that impact students, teachers, community members, taxes, whatever it may be. And that's where Rowan University comes in with their study. Will allow them the opportunity to explain to the community and answer any questions that people may have. So we're really excited about next Monday night.
Okay, excellent. So there are some main questions that come out from this right away. Like, what are the key points that people need to know right up front?
Well, right away, students are going to stay at their school,
Okay.
and they're going to go to school with their teacher. Their teachers aren't going anywhere,
Right.
And they're going to go to school with their community members, with their building principal. Everything is intact. The real change is in the central office, right? The central authority. We don't have redundancies of positions. You can maybe look into efficiencies. But the other part of the study was also shared services. Now, shared services is a little bit different. This is where you're going to either share staff, which is difficult, but maybe you share ideas or you share some services that people have, maybe with special needs. So that's the number one thing is my kid or my teacher going to leave? And the answer is no. What it changes is there's a central authority when it comes to curriculum, when it comes to providing Sterling High School with information. When they land at Sterling, we want them to be on equal footing. The services for special needs students and also multi-language learners, which through the study, we found out those numbers are increasing in the community. So that's the number one thing. The number two thing that people have is it going to affect, what's the money? Is it going to affect taxes? And there's going to be an impact. We don't know the exact numbers, but obviously if you're going from 5 superintendents to 1, there's going to be some savings there. But there's also going to be some new positions, assistant superintendent, possibly curriculum. Those things are down the line. But the way that things are going right now, you don't know what the tax impact is going to be if we stay status quo. The one thing we do know, if we make a change, that people will have the same experiences before they get to Sterling High School.
Yeah, great. So let me point you to the website here 1 second. That's going to show you how you can find out more information. So if you go right to our main website and you scroll down, there's a banner that talks about the Rowan University's feasibility study. When you click on that, you can see all the information that dates back to that 21-22 school year where we talked about the strategic plan United Vision 2022. And as you scroll down, you can find more information. There is a flyer for the presentation with information there. We're going to send that out with our email blast related to this, and we're going to post that if you haven't seen it already. There's also right on there, you can see there's a frequently asked questions. You can get to that right from that flyer. If you click on that, some of that key information right away, it talks about where did this discussion come from, what is regionalization, the purpose of this, how does it impact families, students right away. So it's really well done, little 2 pages of FAQs for you. And again, if you go back to that flyer, if you have additional questions that you would like Rowan University to help address at that presentation, they can do so. There's a questions, submit questions button here that you can press. It'll take you to a form that you can fill out and ask any questions related to the feasibility study. Do we miss anything?
No, I guess really it's an opportunity to get information, and ultimately the decision on how we move forward is going to come down to the community members. This isn't Sterling High School force feeding this. This is community driven, and we're hoping to provide everybody with the information that they're looking for, they're seeking, and the answers to any questions that they may have. And really that's going to determine the success of the feasibility and shared services study.
Great. Really important that our community has the information and they can make their own assessment. So you can come and attend. That's going to be on what day it is again?
Monday,
Monday.
March 3rd, 7 p.m. right here in the auditorium.
In the auditorium. Very good. Okay. All right, so I have a few other things that I'd like to talk to you guys about during this episode of the Castle Connection. So I'm going to send out our publication. We have a publication led by Ms. Forcellini, our publication advisor, and her students have developed a really nice little publication. I'm going to send that out to you guys in the email. Athletics, we're wrapping up the winter seasons. Bright John, congratulations to you as a state champion, winning that 55-meter dash. Generally, Adamas with the sectional champ. I want to give a shout out to Kenny McCardle, who advanced to the regions in wrestling. Basketball is going to host, girls are going to host Gloucester on this Thursday, the 27th at 5 o'clock. The boys are on the road. They travel to Overbrook at 5:30 the same day. That's Thursday, the 27th. Additionally, on Thursday, the 27th, we're going to host here the Camden County Prosecutor's Office a little event on internet safety. This was put together by the inter-district principals. They came together and said, hey, we'd love to bring this to our schools, and then asked if we would host it. So we're happy at Sterling High School to host that event, and that is going to be on Thursday, the 27th, right here in the auditorium as well. I believe that starts at 6:30. Coming up next week, March 5th, freshman orientation we've moved up. So that's for all incoming 8th graders. It's going to be on March 5th, 6 o'clock. You're going to enter the Castle by way of the new gym. More information is going to come out to you on that, but want to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to bring your students up here. Students and parents are welcome on that evening of the freshman orientation, so you had a better taste of what's going on. That same night, we have a CPAC meeting from our special education department. We do that also in collaboration with our interdistrict schools. We're hosting Dr. Wilson, Dr. Sherry Wilson, who is our mental health counselor, is going to present that evening. And then later on, Yellen is coming in on March 6th, I believe, and they are coming to host their student faculty, their annual basketball game, one of the things that they do for their project graduation. That's one of their big fundraisers, huge event. So many people get involved and they pack the house. So we offered to host it here. They came, they were interested. So we're excited to host the Yellen student faculty game coming up on March 6th. Mr. Sheehan, those are my main announcements. I think you had a couple other things.
If I could add a few. First off, a shout out to Coach Jack Ziegler and the swim team on a great swim season. They qualified for the state tournament this year. Also our cheer team with head coach Kylie Fox, Sterling graduate, did a great job this year. Our academic challenge and Mike Cardy also did a great job. And I want to give a shout out, I don't know if the students will be into this one as much, but our building and grounds guys did an amazing job handling the terrible weather that we had, a little bit of a power outage, just making sure our school was ready to go and safe for our students and staff. So thankfully thank those guys as well. And lastly, on a kind of a sad note, if you drive by Sterling High School, you're going to notice that our flag is at half-mast. We had an unfortunate incident where a graduate, Chris Reese from the class of 2013, he and his partner were tragically killed in the line of duty at Virginia Beach, Virginia. So we're going to honor Chris the person and Chris the hero with a flag at half-mast here. So condolences to family and friends of Chris's.
Thank you, Mr. Sheehan. Okay, so we're going to send all this out via email as well. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Any questions, never hesitate to reach out, Mr. Sheehan or I, via email. We're happy to help you with any answers. That's all we have for today. As always, go Knights.